fight fans, and here we are with a very tired Tam Khan. You've been very busy. We're doing In the Cage without the cage today. We've had the cage at the Expo for Games 11. You guys have been previewing UFC 3.
Undisputed, yeah. The Dubai Mall, the largest mall in the world. We're promoting the new UFC game. So we've taken our cage there, doing demonstrations of mixed martial arts, like 15 hours a day for the public. The new game's awesome. We'll put a review of that at the end of the show.
Yeah, definitely.
But we are kind of in the cage. We've got the cage defense here, so.
So here we are in the cage for UFC 135, and we're bringing you our predictions. We got a pretty stacked card.
Yeah.
Why don't we just get right down to the nitty gritty? Let's talk about the first fight, Ben Rothwell and Mark Khan. We're not going to waste any time. Two veterans. Why don't you take us through this?
Mark Khan, I'm a massive fan of him in K1. He's a K1 legend. Just came to MMA not so many years back. Had a lot of losses, but they stuck him in the deep end. He fought Vanderlei Silva, I think. He actually won that fight, but he lost to most viewers. Since he's gone to UFC, I think he's got 1-1 out.
Yeah, 1 out of 4, I think.
Yeah, I think he's finding it hard to like adjust, kind of thing. Ben Rothwell, though, he's like a veteran. Like, if you're around the MMA scene for a long time, like I've been, you'll see that there was a thing called IFL, and he was one of the main fighters in there. So I've seen him around for a few years. Good all-round fighter, strong wrestler, grappler, good experience. I'm a huge fan of Mark Khan. I'd like to see him win, but I can't see it happening. I think Ben Rothwell will take it with a submission or a second round TKO.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ben Rothwell just has a lot more experience, 31 wins.
Yeah, he's beat some good names as well. Yeah. I think he lost to Cain Velasquez, so obviously he got knocked out. So Hunt's got a chance. Hunt's a big puncher. So
but his last fight was against Gilbert Ives, and he beat him.
Ives, yeah. So, but Gilbert Ives probably passed it as well, so it's hard to judge, but with age, experience, and he's more of an all-round MMA fighter, Ben Rothwell will win TKO second round, in my opinion.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't think...
Sub or TKO, but pound and pound I can see I'm stopping Hunt as well.
Yeah, Mark Hunt's not... I think it's safe to say that he may be over, but anything can happen. It's MMA.
Oh yeah, Mark Hunt catches his chin, it's over. If Mark Hunt tags, Rothwell's over, but I think Rothwell's going to just shoot from the toilets, so that's over that one.
Let's move on to the next fight. It's Diaz against Gomi, the Fireball Kid, against the Stockton boy. I love the Diaz brothers. They're great fighters.
Gracie fighters as well, which is even better. Just like we associate with.
These guys
it's a tough fight to call because.
Well, they're both in the deep end. They're both coming off losses.
They come off losses, but I don't think they have no threat to being cut. I don't think so. No. People saying that because it's not like people are kicking his ass. They're not knocking him out. He's having.
Well, Diaz has never been knocked out. He always loses in decision.
He's a gatekeeper. He's a tough guy to beat. He goes the whole way. He doesn't stop fighting. Gomi is a legend. One of my favourites of all time. It took a bit of time to adjust to UFC. Fought Guida. Guida is one of those guys who can take care of your game plan.
That's a tough one for him.
But when he knocked out
Tyson Griffin, that was a good name.
Gomi's got power, but Diaz's chin's solid. Trains with his brother Nick. Good team, Cesar Gracie, so he's sparring to be on top. It's a hard fight to call. I mean, I'd like to see Diaz win, but I think he's going to go the decision. But it's hard to call. I mean, his brother Nick beat already Gomi in Pride, America with a Gogo Plaza, which is a crazy fight that was.
A while back, yeah.
But I think Gomi's just the natural bigger guy. I think Gomi may just pinch it with just a decision or dominance, but you never know. Nate, he doesn't really win from subs. After the last time he won from guillotine, I think with Gillard.
Yeah, that's when he was coming up, and
It's a hard fight to call. It's a really good fight to call because Nate will want it more. His brother's training for his camp with Penn, so they'll all be pushing. They're all in camp together, but. Gomi's a beast, he's animal, he's beat some big names, heavy power, so I'm going to go Gomi with this decision.
I can never go against the Diaz brothers, even though I agree with you. I think Gomi will win this, but I'm going to have to, again, it's MMA, anything can happen. I'm going to choose unanimous decision by Nate Diaz.
I think the Diaz brothers. They're from Stockton or something, I don't know what that is, but apparently it's crazy. We don't care. We're from Dubai.
I can't choose. I can't choose against Diaz. I think those guys are just wicked. They take their fighting and their training to another level.
No, I love the Diaz brothers. They're Gracie fights. I hope Nate wins because every fight. I mean, his last fight was against Rory McDonald, who's an up and comer.
That's a tough one too.
Very fast leg, and it was a tough one. I mean, he went the whole way, but he just out wrestled. But I mean,
do you think the hype got to him now? Because they were hyping up Rory McDonald a lot in the last couple
I think just styles make fights. I think he cuts a lot as well, mate. They make him go that far. I think he's supposed to be a bit bigger. I think he wants to fight away.
Yeah, well, he did
tall guy.
Come back.
So I don't know. anything can happen. I hope Nate wins, but I think just Gomi's just a naturally bigger guy. He's got that big ass head. His head is huge.
Yes.
Gomi, he's got a good chin.
That's that Japanese.
But you never know. He got caught with the guillotine from Guida. I think that's the mission. When Guida beat him, yeah. So Nate's got some.
After about there was a crazy back and forth, and then
it was crazy, but he put him off his game. Nate could catch Gomi. I love it if he did, but I'm going Gomi decision. I think just he'll outwork him.
Because he's a bigger guy.
Yeah, I just think he's not much. He hasn't got much pressure on him as Diaz has. The pressure might get to him.
All right. Speaking of bigger guys, let's go into the heavyweight division. This is. It's not getting a lot of media attention, but I think actually it's a pretty good fight. Travis Brown, he's coming off his win. Stefan Struve, he knocked him out. Travis Brown is known and renowned for his knockout power. Most of his fights don't last a minute. And you also got Rob Broughton, who's also a Wolf Slayer.
He's fought a few of my training partners and teammates, Neil Grove in London, Cage Rage.
And he's a bit underrated. They're not getting a lot of media attention. He's a tough guy, isn't he?
All the British fights are tough. I mean, it's like, we call it honest, like bandit country. They all come to fight. If you see the most aggressive fighters usually are the Brits. Just look at Paul Daly and Dan Hardy. Well, they go for it. Brown's tough, durable. He's a slow starter, and his strength is wrestling and technique. His stand-up's not the best. He fought for a man called Neil Grove, a big heavyweight too. Crazy fight back and forth. But Rob Brown, he's durable. He made his name when he beat Colossus, James Thompson. He took a beating, came back, turned him over, and just paced him back. So tough can take it, but I think he's stepping a bit out of his league here. I'd hope to see Rob Brown win. Fellow Englishman, I want to see him do well. Wolf Slayer, great team, but Travis Brown hits like a mule. Yes. All round better, knockout power, 6'7" I think he is. Yeah, he's got the height advantage
and he's never lost. 11-0, he hasn't lost yet. He had a draw to Czech Congo, which was a bit controversial. A lot of people said he won that. But I have to agree with you. I'm going to also go with Travis Brown. I think he's going to. I just
think he'll be quick as well. I don't think Brown will have an answer. He's a slow start unless he's worked a lot on the stand, which is a natural stand guard always be better. So his only chance to get my front controlling, but again, I can't see happening. Travis Brown by knockout, maybe the first round.
Yeah,
but I want Brown to win, obviously. English team and everything, so.
You're always supporting the English people.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was born there, my friend. That's why. England's my country. I always want to see English fighters do well. Because in England, you see, we weren't given the opportunity to wrestling in the high school stuff. These are guys who trained hard to make it. We're like 7 years behind and still compete on that top level, so
I can't complain against that. I mean, I have to agree with you. Some of the hardest workers. Bisping is one of the hardest workers.
Bisping is one of the top millers in the world. And number two, best cardio in the game.
That's true.
Do you know, we beat the best. So look, England, we're taking over. Look at me.
Bisping's another story. You're another story. We're going to get onto that another time. Let's move on to the co-main event, which is Matt Hughes and Josh Koscheck. Matt Hughes was originally slated to fight Diego Sanchez. Diego Sanchez pulled out with an injury. Koscheck, who's been wanting this fight for a really long time, finally got his dream fight, so to speak. Matt Hughes hasn't fought since Renzo Gracie. Matt Hughes hasn't fought since BJ Penn. BJ Penn knocked him out in the first round. What do you think? You think Matt Hughes is stepping out of his element? Do you think it's time for him to retire?
I'm a huge fan. I just always love Matt Hughes. Tough, doesn't smack talk. People say he's arrogant, but he's just a tough guy, gets in there, does the job. Great wrestler, great chin. The times he hasn't been really knocked out, just stopped more like.
He's never been knocked out cold, just.
But Josh Koscheck, I'm seriously a huge fan. I know people hate him. I want him to beat GSP when he fought. I just love Josh Koscheck. I think he's good for the sport. You need those kind of characters. You need it. I don't care what else. You need it. Like the Paul Daly's, the Josh Koschecks, the Brock Lesnar's. It makes it interesting. No one wants to see everyone hugging and hugging trees and kissing and stuff. It's fight business. But Sanchez would have been a good fight for Hughes. I think Hughes, Sanchez, wrestling v jiu-jitsu would have been, So I was going to pick Hughes for that. I just think for the size, but now I can't see Hughes being Koscheck.
You were going to pick Matt Hughes with Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, really? I just think Hughes is more experienced. Sanchez, he's now the hero.
But he just takes a pace to another level.
He takes a pace. Matt Hughes puts you out your pace. He can delegate the ring. He pushes you off your game. He's calm. Great takedowns. He could have held him, controlled him on the floor. But this fight, I think Koscheck's a destroyer. I think Koscheck's a better wrestler. They both wrestle Division 1.
Yes.
They both wrestle, he's got that right hand,
very, very
powerful, explosive. Went 5 rounds of GSP. He's tough to stop. He's hungry, and I like them both. But Koscheck will win. I think Koscheck will stop him. He'll catch Hughes with a hard shot, floor, and maybe sprawl and just finish him on ground and pound. I think honestly it might be 2 rounds.
I'm going to go with Matt Hughes, just because I like to make it interesting. I have to agree with you on everything you said. Josh Koscheck looks like, on paper, looks like the winner, but Matt Hughes has pulled some upsets in the past. I'm hoping he's going to pull one up for this one.
He has, but I think also the guys he's beat lately are like not in their peaks.
Yeah, Almeida, Enzo.
So it's just like Koscheck, he's dangerous. He's a great fighter. We're 5 rounds GSP.
Alright, let's make it interesting. I'm going to choose Hughes in the first round.
I like them both. I'm a huge fan of both, but I think,
You think
Koscheck 2 rounds.
Alright.
Within 2 rounds.
Alright, let's get down to the main event. This is a barn burner.
Barn burner? I love these lyrics.
Yeah, barn burner. That's a Joe Rogan thing, actually, so I'm just stealing that from him. John Jones, Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson is just renowned for his crap talking. I love this guy. He's such an entertainer. He's just been dissing Jones. Jones has been taking the whole, nice approach to it.
Dissing Jones. That's Rampage just saying the fight. I think John Jones also instigates stuff as well. He's just quite sly. He's like the poster boy. Everyone loves him. They just see Rampage. I'm a huge fan of Rampage. One of my favourite fighters of all time. I want Rampage. I just want Rampage to win. I don't care how he wins. I want him to win. The whole country of Dubai is for Rampage. I'm not against Bones. I like him. It's something about him just a bit, I'm not going to diss him too much because he's coming to Contender one day. But I'm down for Rampage. But John Jones, man, just the whole package. I cannot really see Rampage winning in any way. He's got those punching power, but that's it. Against his Hamill fight, it looked good. He's hard to take down, but John Jones is a different breed. But saying that, the only thing we don't know about John Jones is his chin. He could be another Andrei Arlovski, skillful but glass jaw.
And we've never really seen John Jones on his back.
I think it'll be hard to...
With punches raining down on him. We've
just
seen him on his
no
back.
one's tested him confident, but can they? His range is perfect. He's got more versatile strikes. He's all round. He has more skills. But Rampage is a strong wrestler, heavy hips, and when he hits you, it's done. I honestly think this will be a copy of the Shogun Rampage fight Pride. I think it's going to be quick. I think he's going to come forward. I think Rampage doesn't expect him to stand, but he will. I think he'll put some long push kicks, some spinning back kicks, all those, keep him in range. He'll catch him, slow him down, and maybe stop him at the ground and pound. But, because I'm a huge Rampage fan, you never know. He could throw a leg kick and walk into a left hook or a right hand. And if Rampage catches anyone, you're wrong. I think if Rampage catches him clean, he's done. But like Dana White said, if John Jones goes through Rampage like he did with his other opponents, I don't know what else he's going to do. I think they're going to bring Anderson Silva up.
Yeah, well, we got to see Rashad fight him first, which is something I'm interested in seeing. Okay, let's just get it right now. What's your prediction for the main event, Jones versus
Prediction, Bones. Because Rampage is durable, maybe 3 rounds. Bones might start slow just to dictate the pace, but I want Rampage by knockout. It's MMA, anything can happen, but Bones within 3 rounds. It's going to be a clinic. I've just got a bad feeling he's going to be just doing crazy suplexes and shit, but I hope Rampage wins. I'm just a huge fan.
If I was a gambling man, I'd choose Jones, but again, I'm going Rampage. I love the guy. I think he's an awesome entertainer. He's great for the sport. He's got a great following. And I've been watching a lot of his videos on YouTube and his blog, and he just feels really motivated to get this belt back. I feel like he's just going to pull it off this time.
It's hard to take down. Hamill had problems taking him down. Hamill's a top wrestler, but Bones is a different breed. But you never know.
Yeah.
Let's see if he catches. Like I said, I want him to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks out Bones, but I can't see it, man. I cannot see it happening. I hope it does. I'm rooting for Rampage all the way.
Rampage, you got to win this one. You got to win this.
Rampage watches this blog.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're dreaming. We're hoping he does. Anyway, there you have it. Those are our fight predictions for UFC 135. Tam, tell us a little bit about what's going on this weekend.
If you're living in Dubai, the UAE, come down to Dubai Mall, the largest mall in the world. The ice rink is the Games 11 Expo. It's full of the newest games launches, workshops, things like that. And our very own Contender Octagon's there. We're doing demonstrations. There's a computer console on every corner.
Xbox on every corner, isn't
there? Play a UFC game. You can also demonstrations of myself and a lot of my fighters and students. Show them what MMA is about, educate the public, show them techniques, invite people in the cage, pictures.
And it's been a huge hit so far.
Huge success.
We've had a huge reception.
Thousands of people entering this expo. I mean, we took about 3,000 flyers, went in a few hours. It's a great success. It's great to show MMA's getting mainstream, following the Middle East, launch UFC game. It was a privilege for us to be invited to do that. So that's going to be huge. The game is awesome as well. Undisputed Free. It's actually, I didn't like the other two. I thought Fight Night was better, the boxing game, but this is amazing. This game is perfect. They've really got it to a T, this one. So the game's coming out in January. We might do a review for you actually.
Well, we've got a video that we're going to be editing, and so stay tuned for that. We've got Tam taking on some of his fighters as well as some kids. We've got Tam as well demoing and putting on a bit of a showcase in the cage. So stay tuned for that.
And keep up to date with all the blogs for Sports 360, which are right now. This is part of, in conjunction with that, new blogs coming soon, an interview with Royce Gracie himself. So stay tuned for that. Also, any updates for MMA in the Middle East, www.contendermma.com. We've got competitions coming up, events, MMA show coming up. So keep tuned, keep up to date. And like I said, if you're in the Middle East, pop by.
And there you have it. We'll catch you next time. Enjoy the fight, fans.